Yeah, happy Sunday. It's Tesla Sundays, guys. As always, here on this channel, make sure to smash your keyboard and let me know where you are watching from. And an early thumbs up button is always highly appreciated. So what we will talk about today, obviously, what is concerning Tesla and Tesla shares and Tesla the company and Elon Musk and everything, ARK Invest. First, we will dive into the stock and see, is there any, let's say, wishful thinking? Is there any technicals that we can apply to see where Tesla shares can be tomorrow? And then we will go through a couple of news that I cannot cover all of them into Tesla Sundays because you want to have this quick update in Tesla Sundays and with the most essential news. So here we have a little bit more time. You can post your questions into the chat so we can go into a Q&A towards the end of this video and live stream, and then we can finally talk about all of the things that you want to talk about. Okay, so we have people already arriving. Let me know really where you're watching from. We have Lithuania, we have London, we have Germany. Many nations usually join this stream, so I'm really appreciating this. So let's dive in what the chart is actually telling us about Tesla. Okay, so I mean, the overall situation with Tesla, and can I put my camera here? Let me just make sure I will do that. I don't know. Give me 1 second. I would just want to make sure that you are seeing me as well. All right. All right, this is a very big one. But here we go. So I will put myself here so you will see me as well. Okay, so what's going on? So you can see here, as you see, I have my Stongs t-shirt on because the Stong market is opening tomorrow. But you can see here, actually, Tesla had a quite volatile day on Friday. And there was some news about China and so on and so forth, banning Tesla cars because they have all of this, many cameras out there. So this is quite interesting what will develop from that. But you can see here that, we reached even 626 and ended the day at 654, which was slightly, but surely, a little bit positive here, so that was quite interesting. And then you could see here also that the overall trend, it's definitely going down with the overall market. Let's open the chart here. We talked about in the Tesla Sundays in the chart portion of the vlog quite in detail what can happen. So this will just be a quick dive, but wishful. The market recovers a little bit, okay, and we see something like that, and also breaking through this resistance here, and then we have some room to grow, or we are breaking through that, and then it will be hard. Then it will be hard to get out of that, of this kind of resistance here and trend as well, because you can see here not only you have 1, 2, and then just this saving 200 moving average as well is crossing here exactly, but you can see here it would be easier for the stock, I think, to just go through here the next couple of days, but this all depends on the next days, guys. Okay, so it's really important. I'm definitely, if you ask me if you should buy the stock, obviously this is no financial advice, never ever on this channel, but I really would say that this is a fantastic price if you think 5 and 10 years from from now that the stock will be maybe, you know, and we talked about the ARK Invest stock price targets, which are way ahead. So you can see here, you can have a bargain here for Tesla. Tesla is, for me personally, always a buy. You know, give me $1 million, I will put it all into Tesla. If I should think long-term and safe and, you know, innovative. You know, there's obviously other stocks, as you can see here from my watch list, like Space and Peloton, Beyond Meat, and so on. But, you know, the most conviction I have in Tesla, I obviously see how I split my portfolio to get the most out of it. And this is obviously, you know, now more weighted on space. But nevertheless, Tesla will stay a fantastic company with a fantastic product, or a fantastic product line, right? To go higher the next couple of days. So yeah, it's all depend on the market, but it seems that, you know, if it goes, okay, let me clear this a little bit more up, okay? And for that we need to zoom. If the stock goes below 554, then there is room to go tomorrow to below 600 if we going into a very bad day, okay? Obviously, I don't think that the 10%, $60 will be possible, but the stock can fall, okay? Let's put it this way. If we have a good market tomorrow, then the Tesla share could go to 700. And, you know, it did it a couple of times now, fight it to go back to 700. Now, it's important now until the next couple of days, as you can see here, the trend line is going down, okay? This line here is going down. You see it more clear when I zoom out. This is going down. So there's really the question now, and the question will be approximately more clear, you know, when those resistance are meeting. So somewhere around, let's say 26, 27 of March, we could have a quite interesting decision for the stock, even when we go flat from here, to go down or up. So, and in either way, we are breaking through a new kind of trend, which can be up or down. Okay, so all depend on the market here, either towards 600 or 700, depending on the market situation tomorrow. Now, there is more news on ARK Invest. As you might know, and you saw maybe on the Tesla Sundays already, the vlog, that Cathie Wood actually posted a brand new research for what's going on with Tesla. So you can imagine that, you know, everybody jumped on it, and she said something like, oh yes, I forgot to mention how scarce exponential growth opportunities are likely to become as artificial intelligence creates more winner take most opportunities like autonomous taxi networks. So yeah, how to translate it? She's saying that as further this technology investment into technology like AI, this big next big thing, is more enhanced, the more the winner that already are into that will take most of the market. Now, Elon Musk did, let's say, a little bit of a relative here and said, okay, listen, you know, when vast amounts of manufacturing are needed, okay, because I think he plays this a little bit because, you know, obviously other manufacturers has also big manufacturing capabilities already with many factories around the world, but need to retool, need the technology and so on, and resources, supply of batteries and so on. However, he wants to put this point in that the manufacturing part is very important as well, right? I mean, AI is very important, but the manufacturing, the hardware is even also very important, right? So he's just saying, or just cooling Cathie Wood here a little bit down and saying, you know, hey, you know what? It's rather a winner takes a quarter. Still great, okay? While they are planning to produce 20 million cars and he's taking a quarter. This means, you know, he believes that at some point of time in the future, in 5 to 10 years, there will be 80 million electric cars delivered per year, and Tesla having a quarter, still great. Okay, dancing great, most probably. I mean, if Elon Musk's company will make 20 million cars per year, this will be massive, guys. Okay, just to remind you, we just made 500,000 this year. Okay, so just just a smaller reminder. But this is exponential growth. Many people are really forgetting about that, and I think that this is very important to understand. Okay, make sure, guys, to post where you are watching from. Okay, because we have people already from Linz, Belgium, Las Vegas, Czech Republic, Netherlands, Poland, Canada, Denmark, Connecticut, Canada, what I have seen, Italy as well, France. So a lot of European people here. So just keep on posting, okay? And if you have any questions, guys, put it in, because, for example, now there's one user, I can see it from here, saying, Sarah Jai, the great prophet, is other companies working on robotaxi? I mean, yes, theoretically, right? There's a couple of companies like Volkswagen or Uber who's working also on robotaxis, but not really that close like Elon Musk, because Elon Musk is doing like what I would call the Apple approach, where you have the software as well as the hardware from one point, right? And we saw that this is quite effective. Guys, those are my social media channels. Follow them all: Twitch, Instagram, guys, if you want to really follow me everywhere and don't miss anything. Then we have people from UK, Puerto Rico, Alaska, Serbia, Atlanta, DRK, our regular here, very, very long time subscriber here. Then we have people from Geneva, we have people from Brooklyn, Louisiana, Buckinghamshire, England, Germany, Northern Illinois. We have Puerto Rico as well in the house. So thank you very much for tuning in. Yes, let's dive further in. I mean, this is just the beginning of the stream, okay? So I hope you're ready. You brought some time on this beautiful Sunday. You know, some people are watching some sports, some people are watching some YouTube, and maybe you are watching The Wolf of Dubai. This would be highly appreciated, as well as the like button, guys, okay? Don't forget the like button on this video. It doesn't cost you anything, and it's everything for me. All right. So what else? Let's have a look. Big 8-ton Giga press was installed at the for the Cybertruck production, and actually I was quite interested because it was not leaked by Tesla. It was leaked by IDRA, a manufacturer of this special machine, which was really crazy because I thought that Tesla has a very, very strong protection of their IP as well as of their with whom they are working. You know, products are pretty much a very big secret, and to allow the supplier to show off, you know, because the video was then about the guy from IDRA who's, you know, talking about this casting machine. So I was a little bit surprised. He was apparently also a little bit surprised with this face. No, nothing against him. I don't know him. Very, very apparently very intelligent guy, right? In his position and his machine that they developed with the team, fantastic. Yeah, so this was revealed this week, quite surprisingly for me. Obviously, quite, let's say, huge, huge development. I mean, the Cybertruck, you can imagine, is basically made out of one piece of metal, okay, of steel. So they need a huge press to press this piece together. It's ridiculous, you know. It makes the process quite nice and easy, but on the other side, it's such a hard problem. You cannot imagine. Maybe those engineers beside you will understand. Yeah, big achievement for the production floor of Tesla. Yeah. Then we have the next one, which I don't know if you heard about it, but Volkswagen. The Volkswagen stock also went crazy. I will show it to you. The Volkswagen had something that they called, I think, the Power Day, okay, which was very similar to something like the Battery Day or the Autonomous Day that Tesla is doing. And within 2 hours, the little bit older gentleman told the future of Volkswagen, Gigafactories here and there and there. So the stock did the following. It went from 28.7 to about 43. So huge percentage of gain, more than 20%, I think, in just a matter of 3 days. But you can see here that this electrification of older car manufacturers also quite seen as a investment opportunity. And if you see, you know, the PE ratios and so on for Volkswagen are quite easy, right? So but I feel like Herbert Diess, who's the CEO of Volkswagen here, is really, first, he is a big fan of Tesla and Elon Musk. He's meeting him regularly, and so I think he's the really driving force behind that. I think he's doing a tremendous job. If him not pushing so hard, maybe, you know, Volkswagen would really extinguish or went into a much smaller role in the global car business. But he is there to protect it, and quite happy for the Germans out there. I mean, I saw a couple of people watching from Germany, so guten Abend, ja. Ich freue mich sehr, dass ihr eingeschaltet habt. Some people don't know, but I am actually from Germany. I moved 2012 to Dubai, and living here very happily in the desert of the Middle East. But that's for Volkswagen. So however, there is a graphic that came out here, which is the production plans of Volkswagen and Tesla. So here you can see that Tesla has this exponential growth thinking, which is, let's say, I would say quite loosely here, it has 3 pillars of power, okay? First, you have the pillar of pushing and having this growth, right? I think very, very less companies worldwide have this push to go faster and better, and you know, you're seeing every year 2 new gigafactories and so on. Secondly, the courage to try something new. They reinvented the battery because they said, okay, we cannot build the battery, we will not have this exponential growth if we don't change the battery design from very, very fundamental terms. So, you know, and the third one is just, seeing and being foreseen where the future will be and acting on it, okay? So I think this 3 pillars is really the reason why you see this graph, why it most probably will be true, and why it's totally will 6 times, more than 6 times, maybe 10 times, maybe 10x the production outcome of Volkswagen here. All right, so just to show to you the full graphic. So very interesting, in my personal opinion, very interesting. Then we had a little bit stress with Tesla in China. Yeah, I mean, Elon Musk was, or his company was accused that his cars cannot go anymore in military fields because they have too many cameras, and apparently it's a danger for national security, guys. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe. Okay, you see this animation. This is a real animation. I cannot touch it. That's real. Okay, that's that's real. That's just an animation to animate you to subscribe and ring the bell. Yeah, so that was a little bit of a bummer. I don't think that was a big hit because, yeah, you know, Tesla is not selling cars to military, so not that a big, you know, kind of, let's say, yeah, as DRK saying, you know, just switching here to the chat, DRK saying it won't affect sales, right? But I think that it's quite little bit disturbing for the image, maybe. Okay, so this might be something that be considered. And the funny thing is, it came politically wise to a very suspicious timing where the U.S. government also, you know, was a little bit of, you know, hey, we need to do something against China, and then China said, hey, wait a second, you know, Tesla cars might be dangerous for our military. So I hope this will not escalate because politics can be quite significant. But that's it. I think it's not a big deal. Yeah. So let's have a look into the next one, which is an update on the Austin Model Y building. All right. So I feel like it's pretty well built already. I mean, for a couple of months construction, you can see some buildings, you can see the overall structure, you can see something is happening, buildings are being raised, the area looks nice. So I really, you know, it seems like there's like kind of highway, which is obviously quite good. And I really like the progress. I don't know, is there any reasons or any, let's say, is there any how you say it? Is there any information out there when the Gigafactory will be actually established? I'm trying to let's see. Okay, there's not big comments out there, but anybody knows from the, I think it was in the last Tesla Q4 presentation. Let's have a look. Maybe I'm just too lazy to look up it by myself. So let's have a look. That's definitely the right website, but let's see if this is already the one where we can pull up the webcast and relationship. Okay, let's have a look. As you can see, I still not fighting with the cold, but still have the, you know, a little bit of remaining of the cold. So Q4, this is the investor deck that they release, and usually here on one of those websites, yeah, no, it's not really, unfortunately not really disclaimed. Also not Berlin, but Berlin will be obviously ready in the summer of 2021. I think in May, June. But Texas, I have no, when the Texas factory should be completed. If anybody knows. Okay, apparently nobody knows, but let's the Tesla Texas Gigafactory completion. Oh, wow. I mean, that is, though that's a little bit of a late or old information, but Tesla aims for first completion of Gigafactory Texas in May. So we are 2 months away. 2 months away from the completion. I mean, that's first substantial completion. Wow. Nice. Let's see if we find a little bit more information in this document. No, apparently not. But anyway, however, it doesn't mean essentially that vehicles will come out of the factory in May. Okay, so this can take a little bit time. They need some approvals, but that's fast, guys. Okay, let me know if you have any questions, guys. I will just jump into the questions and comment sections and let me know where you are watching from. Okay, this is still interesting for me. That's pretty much it from the kind of news. So I will dive now into the Q&A for you guys. What do we have? So we have people from Seattle. So there is people here, for example, Sergil Bergeron says that Tesla should be $1,000 by year end, I guess. We have Maryland in the building as well. Welcome, Maryland. Oh no, he said end of the month. Yeah, I doubt that Tesla can go to 1,000 by the end of the month, but definitely 1,200, so double from here to the end of the year. I think this is maybe you know, a little bit ludicrous mode, but it's definitely possible, guys. Okay. What else do we have? Cyberquad is only an option of the Cybertruck. We cannot buy independently. Yeah, I think the overall concept of the Cybertruck was more of a gimmick. Okay, so I don't think that we have a big, you know, selling, you know, how you say it, selling pressure by Tesla. I think they have so many other products to finish rather than going now for the quad. So I think it will be just like a nice add-on. All right. So we have Tech Freaks, our member from Berlin. So where the Gigafactory in Germany is built, or it's just named, it's built in Brandenburg, I know. Then we have Wayne Powell from New York City as well, also our member. Guys, if you want to access our Discord channel, then I can also recommend, if you don't want to go for the Masterclass online course, you can go also, let me just fix that real quick, for the membership. Just click on the join button below all like the videos and live streams and choose the Real Wolf tier, and you can go onto the community button and there you will find the link to the Discord. So then what else do we have? What else? Guten Abend, yeah, schönen guten Abend. So Rob is asking or saying, so great week ahead then. Well, this is the big question, right? I mean, this is the $1 million question. If we really have a good week ahead, I mean, this will be quite interesting if we really see an outbreaking Tesla stock, or rather a falling one. However, I think, you know, both ways, it's still a great investment at 650. You know, no-brainer. No-brainer, guys. In my personal opinion. Again, no financial advice. So there's a question a little bit related to the Tesla. That's why I'm putting it out. So Sarah J is asking, or yeah, is he asking? Yeah, he's asking. Wolf, what do you think about Dogecoins? Guys, I say something general to that, all right? So not that I'm not a supporter of crypto. I think in general investing terms, you can say that always the big winners of industries are which are innovating constantly and are really pushing forward. You can say that obviously about companies quite easily than on cryptocurrencies. But if you have in the past invested into Apple when it came out with the iPhone, rather than investing into Samsung, HTC, and you make a small basket, the Apple would grow much bigger than any of their investments, you know. So if you would invest into Tesla rather than Neo, Tesla, Lucid, and so on, you still would be much better off with Tesla, right? So what I was trying to say, if you invest into crypto, in my personal opinion, there's just one and only, okay? If there will be a crash of crypto, which I don't think, or a downturn or a correction, Bitcoin will survive quite immersively, okay? While the other altcoins or small coins or joke coins, whatever is out there, will absolutely melt your capital because, you know, it's much more speculation. So I hope that gives you a little bit of, let's say, input, right? So we have people from Connecticut, Lithuania, Georgia, Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada as well. And what else do we have? Any more questions? Let's have a look. I would scroll a little bit. Oh, there's a nice question from, and I hope I can spell that right, Giasiuskus, Kas 1. Okay, that was a big dilemma here, and I broke my tongue. But he's asking what I'm thinking about the Tesla PE ratio. All right, so let's have a look. The PE ratio of Tesla is currently over 1,000, which is quite significantly high. Now, you can just think in very simple terms. The PE ratio is a little bit, or not a little bit, it's basically based on growth in earnings. Or not on growth, sorry, not on growth. It's based on earnings. So the earnings that the company is doing, and dividing it by the share count. So you can see here that actually a company like Tesla, which invests a lot of their money into development and growth and don't care about short-term profits, why the PE ratio should be so much important? It isn't. By Peter Lynch, which was one of the billionaire investors that turned billions and billions of dollars, said with growth companies it's much better to look into PEG ratios, which is the PE ratios, but also considering the growth of the company. So when the company makes money, yes, but what is the PEG ratio of Tesla? This would be more interesting, and I think this is easily Googleable. Yeah, Googleable here in the internet. And as you can see here, I don't know if this is without looking it up prior, but you can see here Nasdaq has a PEG ratio of 6.93. okay, which is quite high because Peter Lynch said it's better to be below 1, okay? You get a bargain price when it's below 1. I used this method actually when I looked into Beyond Meat a lot because it had a huge PE ratio, but when I looked into the PEG ratio, it was below 1, so I invested also, and you know, the rest is history. I think the company doubled my money so far, right? Yeah, that's quite interesting. So if you consider PE ratios and PEG ratios, while PEG ratios is much important than PE ratios, I think that, yeah, by that means Tesla is definitely a little bit more valued that, you know, that traditional thing. But, you know, I think it's, with such innovative consumer companies, you need to rather look, are the consumers happy? Can they produce enough to cater them? Is there more demand that they can produce? Is their product innovative? And so on and so forth. So, you know, all in all, there's like thousands of factors. And that's why I'm saying, you know, the X10 Masterclass is such a great tool because I'm explaining it in huge detail how to look into those stocks. Yeah, I think that, you know, there's much more, 1,000 other questions that need to be looked into it when you look into this kind of stocks, okay? We have Pennsylvania, Saudi Arabia, we have Cornwall, we have Austria, Belfast, and so then we have another question which is quite interesting because maybe it will be done by Tesla one day. Larry is asking, any thoughts on ACIC, Archer Aviation? I heard it, I think, because it was a kind of spec again that will produce flying taxis, that we thought that it will be already there in 2021, but instead we got like masks and disinfection. So yeah, this is the company here that Larry is talking about. In my personal opinion, you know, nothing that I would invest at this point. I mean, where's the, if the flight, okay, just without anything that I looked into it right now, or maybe I am in the wrong website, maybe. Sorry, I wanted to say something already, but let us see. Is it this company? Atlas Crest? Was it this company? No, Archer Aviation. Archer Aviation. Oh, this looks much better. I was just about to say, if your company is doing flying taxis, a freaking amazing product, then you put it, please, on your website. Okay, I mean, this website is nice. I mean, you know, you seeing here with this replica Ferrari seats, someone going in, saying goodbye, hopefully not for the last time, and they are in the desert somewhere. And yeah, guys, the technology is amazing. I mean, it's much more safer than the internal combustion engine. Is better for our environment, you know, electric, and so on and so forth. So I think it's the right step, but as you can see, it's a big prototype as of now. It will take some time, regulatories and so on. And yeah, definitely a nice hype product, but yeah, nothing that I'm currently interested in. I mean, I'm more exciting for the Tesla Robotaxi. This is also a very futuristic product, but from a company and a guy that really proved that, you know, everything is possible by relanding rockets on a freaking ship. All right, so I hope this answers the question. Yeah, I will leave it here. 40 minutes in. Thank you very much, so much for tuning in. Make sure to smash that like button, guys. Very much appreciated. We have more than 100 people into the how you say it, the live stream. So I want to have 100 likes, guys. So smash the like button. It's totally free for you, and it means the world for me. I hope you have a fantastic rest of Sunday. Relax a little bit, because tomorrow we are tuning in quite significantly into content and many more things. Thank you very much for tuning in, and take care. I love you all, and we'll say goodbye with the usual Wolf of Dubai intro and outro. If you don't like it, just skip it. Just hit and smash the like button. And I wish you all the best. Stay healthy and safe. Your Wolf of Dubai.